What is going on, Bama? Welcome to the stream. Eagle, welcome to the stream, brother. We are about to get this on right now. The all-new TSW Wrestling Monday Night Meltdown Arena. We are about to get to see what that looks like. Yes, you do. So we'll get more into how some of these titles are going to work. But for now, let's take a quick preview of the match. The Triple Crown Light Heavyweight Championship on the line. Eagle Star has it. RVD wants it. He is not a member of Monday Night Meltdown, but that is also how the Light Heavyweight Championship is going to work. We will have a four-way elimination match. The Universal Men's Tag Team titles will be on the line tonight. Scott Steiner and Rick Steiner defending. The TSW World Championships on the line. Bama Boy Night Violator have been stripped of their titles because those titles no longer exist. So they will be the first ones to get a shot at the Tag Team Champions. Sentinel will be in a six-man elimination match. Kind of setting some things up for the future. The Silver and Black Knight no longer a TSW television champion. That belt has been suspended. But we'll be wrestling tonight. Women's world title on the line. I do have it on very good authority that the New World Order is moving to Raw. However, the titles will not be vacated, and the champions technically can't exactly leave. They can wrestle there, but those titles will not be on the line. The only place this title belt can be defended is on TSW. Simba and Cecil will be facing off, and Robbo and the Four Horsemen, I have it on very good authority, will be moving to SmackDown. So you have Eagle Star wrestling tonight. That belt can go anywhere. But the TSW World Championship cannot. Robbo cannot put it on the line in a SmackDown match. Can only do that here. So let's get started. Now, this is the other crazy thing. What's going on, Rowdy? Welcome to the stream. The other crazy thing, and this is just an editor's note, is you see every time we start the show now, it skips all the beginning stuff. So I don't know what they did, but now that's on every show for some odd reason. So, anyway, we're going to get right into the match. Now, guys, this is going to be a brand new arena, so when you see it, because of the merge of TSW and the WWE, it only stands to reason that the arena and the money flow got better and bigger. So a brand new, redesigned TSW Monday Night Meltdown Arena. First time it's ever happened in the middle of one of our seasons.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Triple Crown Light Heavyweight Championship.
So brand new arena, brand new crowd, brand new rules. Some faces we haven't ever seen in TSW, all wrestling tonight. Now, Rob Van Dam is not a TSW wrestler. However, the title belt can be defended on any, and that's why he is here. Even the title belt holder of certain title belts doesn't have to be a part of that program to defend it on different programs. So, kind of a special match. We'll see this on all shows all the time. Kind of special matches, a little cross-branding here and there. But the Four Horsemen will be on SmackDown. And their fourth horseman is also on SmackDown. So the brand new TSW Universe of Wrestling completely changed, all starting tonight. And I am very, very excited about all of it. Especially the third match tonight. That's one of the biggest, coolest things right now we got going for us.
Introducing the challenger from Battle Creek, Michigan, weighing in at 235 pounds, Rob Van Dam. And introducing the champion from Birmingham, Alabama, weighing in at 228 pounds. He is the Triple Crown Light Heavyweight Champion, the Eagle.
So, Light Heavyweight Championship on the line tonight. One of the ways you can kind of tell if it's going to be something wrestled on all brands is if you look at the squares on the belt, you see blue, you see black, and you see red. That means that one belt, there are three of them, the Light Heavyweight Championship, the Hardcore Championship, and the Television Championship will be wrestled across all three brands. What is going on, Mr. Zach Walker? Welcome to the stream, brother. Hey, guys, if you're brand new to the channel and you don't know what we do here, we create the wrestlers, most of them now. We used to create all the wrestlers, now it's just most of them. We create all the arenas, all the title belts, that's 100% made up. We make up all the wrestling storylines. We turn off the commentary, I commentate, and we both get to watch it while it's happening. So, look, Mom, no hands. I don't control the wrestlers. They control themselves. And you'll start recognizing the more you show up into the stream, the better shot you have at stepping in that squared circle yourself, because I'll make you, and you'll end up in the middle of the ring. Now, that's something you guys are interested in. Oh! RVD, not even playing around. Yeah, Eagle lives in Alabama. But if that's something you're interested in, subscribe to the channel, drop a like on the video, turn on the bell notification, don't miss anytime we go live. That's all free, and that's all you got to do to support the channel. The more support you guys get, the more I can get out and bring this content to you. Big 5-star frog splash down onto Eagle, rolls the leg, 2, 3, and Rob Van Dam might be the one right now most excited about this merger. What's even funnier about a lot of this is both of these wrestlers are on SmackDown. So these guys are going to start seeing a lot more of each other. Don't think that's going to be the end. Yeah, 3 of us here from Alabama. That is crazy. That is crazy. Very cool. Well, in the next match coming up, we are going to have, and we had just saw in the fall, and right before this merger just happened, you're coming in at a really interesting time, Mr. Zach Walker. Right before the merger happened, we kind of saw the Fallen take place. Now, Lana is going to be, or is a TSW wrestling brand wrestler now. So, some of this stuff we're going to start seeing shake itself out. And one of the main reasons we started doing this, because, and this is a great example, it's been a minute since we've seen Christy Earp. So, getting to see more of the wrestlers, getting a little more in-depth with some of these wrestlers and giving them more of a shot at least getting on a program every about three episodes was kind of the reasoning behind the merger. That's why Penny went out, talked to Stephanie McMahon. Stephanie McMahon talked to her. They wanted a boost in their women's division. We needed a boost in all of the divisions. So, as TSW started to grow, we put ourselves in a position to merge with the WWE, and that is where we're at right now. Thank you, Grady. Welcome to the stream, brother. My dog, for whatever reason, you kind of see her right here, is on another level right now. She needs daddy time, apparently. So, I'm going to try to do a little bit of both. What is going on, Angel? Welcome to the stream. Hey, Zach, to be fair, we've had a lot of people come in and say that. You show up in a few more streams, you might get your shot. So Carter Cyclone, this is actually going to be her very first match where she comes in and wrestles more in a single-style match. Pony, what is going on? Brother, welcome to the stream. Pony wrestling tonight. Bama boys wrestling tonight. Eagle just got done wrestling. Grady actually, slightly new look for Grady, and he will also be wrestling tonight. Yeah, you know, we keep tweaking and tweaking and tweaking all the wrestlers. Hey, you do got a tough, kind of a tough little contest. Because I think, Pony, you'll be wrestling against the Silver and Black Knight tonight. Now, Lana, probably one of the more experienced wrestlers now on the TSW roster, but she is brand new to the TSW wrestling brand. So, in her very first TSW match, how is she going to fare? She is going up against three very tough ladies. So we will just have to see. But getting together, getting to talk a little SmackDown in the comments section. That's what it's all about. So here we go. Kind of a couple first. Lana and Carter Cyclone really getting their first shots in TSW Wrestling. Christy Earp's been around. Been a while since we've got to see her. And then, of course, we all know Rebecca. So brand new wrestling arena. Are these wrestlers going to start using that to get some of their matches turned back around? Now Carter Cyclone, man, got Lana down in the thing. Christy Earp, quick. I took my eyes off Becky for a second and things got turned back around. Oh, you know I want her to win. Any crazy pins, I don't care who you are, I want that person to win. Whoever has the nerve to do the crazy pin, that's who I need to win. And on the crazy pin. I don't need them winning on some normal style pins. So Lana's got things turned back around over there. Becky now starting to get control. And remember, guys, on the outside of the ring, that is kind of like no man's land. That is a rubber over cement, but that is a very thin piece of rubber. So we call that the great equalizer. That's a quick way to get things turned around in a match. Look like Becky. Oh, look at that little TSW double team there, even though Carter hasn't been in TSW long. There you go, Bama. You got to. The redhead, Carter Cyclone. Quite the name, too. Carter now getting things turned back around against Lana, just beating her down. Is she gonna? Yep, stays with it. Becky now rolls up the leg. Well, not even a one count. Thought we had a one count in there. Carter trying to play it up to the crowd. Lana said no time for that. Remember, still kind of a rookie in TSW, but does have the most experience in a wrestling ring. So, can't underestimate what Lana can do. But I would say probably the most powerful wrestler is going to fall between Becky and even Lana. Lana might actually have the technique when it comes to the power. But look at this. Big running slam made popular by Braun Strowman. And Becky with the 2 count now. Looked like she tried to get Lana into something. However, does not work out. Oh, boot upside the head instead of boot upside her head on the outside. Christy are fighting back against Becky. Can she get it turned around? Because I'm telling you, she is probably one solid move away from not being in this match much longer. Carter now rolls up the leg. No count on that. Referee, of course, referee is always going to prioritize being in the ring over being out of the ring. Becky now in a submission hold. Armbar, actually. We have seen a lot of wrestlers tap out to this. Even has a leg in on it. But Becky fights through it, gets back up to her feet. But look at Christy. Christy still just fighting through it to remain in control. Whips her to the outside. And I got to be honest, I am a little shocked Lana's still in this match because Carter has been on her like white on rice. Sit down powerbomb by Becky. Gets whipped back into the ring. And now look at that. Good teammate that Becky is, stretching the leg out. I don't think if Lana tapped right now, it would count anyway. I don't think the ref even sees what is going there. Although there's still a lot of action going on, even though we couldn't see it. Now rolls the leg. Referee way out of position. Finally gives up. 2. And 2 9/10. Lana kicks out again. Christy now rolls up the leg. And just a 2 count. Rebecca kicks out. And I got a feeling once things start going, they're going to go quick. Can Rebecca, though, hold on to this? Referee finally in the right position at the right time. Will Becky tap out? Referee says no. Fights through it. Now Carter rolls the leg one more time.
Lana has been eliminated.
So Carter eliminates Lana. Becky then had a big crossbody on Christina. But because the other thing was being counted out, and because the referee was inside doing the count on the inside, did not work. And there they go. Double team onto Christy Earp. And I got to be honest, I would probably use Christy as an ally right now. And I don't know which one, if I was Christy, I would want to team up with. DDT, Rose Carter's leg, 2. And kicks out in 2. Fights through. Throws her down. Carter then gets up behind Christy, and Christy really has been in a really bad spot most of this match. At least it's the one being eliminated. Now rolls the leg. That's got to be it for Christy. 2, 3. And so far, Carter from the Fallen has eliminated both eliminated competitors. So Christy now, big spinning sit-down powerbomb, goes, rolls the leg. 1, 2, and almost gets out of there with the win. But this has got to be close. Oh, and here we go. Don't know if Carter sees it coming, and she doesn't. The old pump handle fall away slam, rolls up the leg, and this has got to be it. 2. Oh, look at Carter. So the Fallen, a lot of resiliency. However, the move's so nice, she had to do it twice. It's going to pull her out to the center, and I don't see anybody getting up from that move twice in a row. Rolls the leg high up on the knee. 2, 3, and Becky comes away the winner of this 4-way elimination.
Here is your winner, Rebecca Dawn.
Not only did she have enough energy to get it done, she's also got a little bit of energy to give you a couple dance moves out in the center of the ring. So, Becky obviously liking the new arena. Is this where things start turning around for her, and does she work herself back into the world title picture? That's what we're going to see. Now, in a very crazy move, the Hurt Business now being on Raw, but again, Universal Tag Team Championships on the line. So they can be defended on the TSW brand, they can be defended on SmackDown brand, or on the Raw brand. So very special match. You've got the Steiner brothers of the SmackDown brand, from what I understand, now going to wrestle against Harlem Heat, who is reformed to come take on and join the Hurt Business to come take on the Steiner brothers. Should be a crazy good match. This is one of those things that made me so excited. Having the opportunity to bring back some of the greatest wrestlers to wrestle not only against TSW wrestlers, but some of the best wrestlers of all time and the best current wrestlers, mix that all up into a bowl. Like, you gotta love that. Every wrestling fan's dream is, what if Harlem Heat fought against this tag team today? What if they fought against the Usos? What if they did that? Well, I have a feeling we're going to start seeing a lot of those type matches. So can the Hurt Business bring home the World Tag Team titles, the Universal Tag Team titles? This is another one of those, like, I would put these title belts, as far as making them, in my top 5 favorite belts to make. So, and remember too, if you want to get in the game, you want to get on 2K22, you want to download some of this stuff, all you have to do is go in, hashtag TSW, all the stuff. We've uploaded a ton of stuff, a ton of the title belts, some of the arenas. We're uploading more and more every single day. So if you want to download that, play that stuff at home, absolutely can do that. Sounds good. Put a lot of detail in every single one of these wrestlers. Even these ones that we downloaded, that is not what their downloaded versions look like. If your character is sitting at 100 on all the stats, he will not be that in this. Sorry, it won't happen that way. He'll be high. All of the wrestlers are high, but that's what creates the parity. Holy cow, uppercut from the depths of hell. Scott Steiner hitting Stevie Ray. Rick now in the ring. And typically when you look at these two teams, it's normally Rick Steiner and Stevie Ray that start off these matches. But for whatever reason, Scott Steiner started out tonight. Now remember, the belts, yeah, it won't be if I download it. The belts, so you can do it or I can do it. No, none of our wrestlers are at 100. Like, don't make it low either. I'm not going to make it low. All of my wrestlers and all the wrestlers in this fall between 92 and 96. So you pick your strengths, you pick your weakness, you do it however you want. As long as it falls between that, I'm not touching it. I'm not playing with your movesets, not doing any of that stuff, but that's just how it goes, and that's where the parity comes. If he is maxed out in height and weight, he's going to fall between 88 and 92. That's just how it goes. Just giving you a heads up, because I downloaded another guy's wrestler. He had these two massive monster things at 100%. Of course, that's going to win matches. But it's not as fun to watch as this. So already the Steiner brothers almost putting down Harlem Heat of the Hurt Business. But now, and I don't think he expected it. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with anything. I'm just saying. He's over 400 pounds, and he's going to fall in between the 88 and 92. They already have size advantage. And look, honestly, at the end of the day, and I don't know how many people realize this, ratings are a very small part of the winning. It's more even the movesets. But we want the parity. Now look at Scott Steiner. Jumps out of the mat, or out of the ring, gets him. Big power bomb while he's going by. Can you imagine just the size of Scott Steiner laying the boots to you like that? Booker T does not have to imagine it, because that is what is going on right now. Oh, that is very interesting. That is very interesting. That might make some good stuff. So Booker T gets up. Somehow Scott Steiner misses him. This might be the opening that Harlem Heat needs to get things turned back around. And I don't know. I don't know if I would go. Yeah, that makes sense. I don't know if I would go after Big Papa Pump's arms. Like, I don't think that's the weak link. I'm going to be going after his legs. Maybe his head, but even that, I don't think his head's weak either. But look at Scott Steiner now. Has Stevie Ray across the leg, wrenching on, like, under the chin and on the legs. Now, fall away slam. And looks like he is going to get Rick in. Dog-faced Gremlin making his way into the ring right now. And Stevie Ray is something. The thing you got to watch out with Stevie Ray is straight power. Yeah, Booker T, kind of a mixture of a lot of things, but Stevie Ray's sole purpose is power. Not the fastest wrestler, but certainly one of the stronger ones. Oh, and look at the disrespect. That is something you just kind of expect from the Hurt Business. They're going to let you know they don't need to respect you. You don't want to be disrespected. You should be in control of the match. That is his finishing move, or sets up his finishing move, but instead opts to go out. Gets Booker T back in. Is that because Booker T is ready to go? Who knows? Well, Booker T was ready to go. Hits him with a sidekick. But Scott Steiner, not the legal man. Scott Steiner now on the ground. Will Stevie Ray come? Big slam. And Rick Steiner right now is on an island by himself. There is no help coming. Here he goes. The flapjack. Rolls the leg. And Booker T tried to get him out of those ropes, but couldn't get him out of the ropes in time. So kind of a big deal. Sets up, saves. Ends up saving himself. Somehow misses the elbow. But then again, let's be honest, he is not known for going off the top rope. So aiming off the top rope, probably not his thing. Is Scott Steiner back up? We cannot see if he is or not. Yeah, there we go. We can see. So he's back up. Rick no longer on an island, but Stevie Ray still firmly in control. Splits open the dog and then brings him back. Could we see? Nope. I thought we might have started to see our first tag team maneuver of the evening, but that has not come to be. 1, 2, and I don't know. I don't know why Scott didn't get in to help out Rick. And how Rick found the energy to kick out, who knows? But then he takes that bleeding head of his, headbutts Stevie Ray right in the chest, and still comes up with a 2 count. If I was Rick, I would say I would get him over in the corner, maybe get my brother Scotty in here, get a double team maneuver. Now here we go. Yowie. Big right hand. There we go. Get in some reps. And now rolls the leg. Is Booker T going to get in here? Yeah, I was going to say that. Rick, though, does his job, distracts Booker T just long enough. And Scott now handling his business. And then getting handled, gets planted. And look at Stevie Ray. This is part of the problem. Stevie Ray does like to play it up to the crowd. Now rolls up the leg. And Rick in to break it up, but Booker T. Oh, I thought Booker T was there to have his back. Not quite right. Here we go, Flapjack coming in. Is he going to get him out of the ropes? No! And God, dog, I am telling you right now. Stevie Ray has got to be more aware of where he's at in the ring. Not to go for the pin right there. Pull him out. Get him out. So far, and I believe 2 different times, the Hurt Business could have brought home the Universal Tag Team titles, but because of a mental mistake, doesn't get it done yet. Now, they're still in the match. Like, the match is not over by any means. But look at Scott Steiner. Like, you look at it, and obviously big muscles, right? But also a very technical, very skilled wrestler. Booker T now gets himself up in the ropes, and Scott gets Rick tagged back into this match. And I got to be honest, I'm not sure that that's the best move, but I've said that before. But maybe I'll say it again. But I was wrong the last time. There it is. That is almost like the spinning Harlem sidekick. The Harlem Hangover actually happens off the top rope. Now rolls the leg. Stevie Ray now gets Scott Steiner out of the ring, and Rick's got to be careful. Gets that turned back around. Looked like Booker T was going for one of his finishing moves, but Rick caught him. Somebody on the outside is split open. Oh, Grady can have a shot at Totes. I know you've talked about it, but yeah, I can make that happen next match. I know a guy, you know what I mean? Now, thought he was actually going for kind of a crazy pin. Does go for the pin now. Might be like just a little too late, but not too late. And Harlem Heat comes away with the Universal Tag Team titles.
Here are your winners, Steve V. Ray and Booker T, the Hurt Business.
The Hurt Business making a huge splash right here on TSW Wrestling. Now, they're not even a part of it. They're actually on the Raw brand, but these titles can be defended anywhere at any time. And now they are going home with the Hurt Business. I got to tell you, just side note, I really like those player models. Like, super excited about those. I was up late last night, like, doing things and fixing things and making room to be able to do some of the stuff that we're doing right now. Yeah, super excited. Now, if you guys remember from the last time these guys wrestled, things like they almost had them beat too. So two teams have almost beat Brute and Walter. Bama and Night Violator, American Alpha, right? I am pretty sure, though, Bama and Night Violator would have won, but somehow Night Violator broke up his own partner's pinfall attempt. And from that point on in the match, where they were dominating, it went downhill. And they were one of the few teams that were actually dominating these two. So, because the TSW Intercontinental Tag Team titles have been suspended, Bama and Night Violator get their shot right now at the TSW World Tag Team Championship. I am hoping in the next 2K23 they have mixed tag team titles. If they do, we'll have a lot of really cool storylines. Yeah, I'll tell you another thing about the TSW World title tonight. It will be on the line. If Robbo wins, he will tie Rowdy and Totes for the longest title reign for the most title defenses at 6. He's at 5 right now. Tonight, he'll be at 6. Now, remember, Rowdy, Eagle, and Robbo are all a part of the SmackDown brand. However, he can't take the title with him. I'm not going to strip these guys of their titles. People have got to beat them to get them out. Yeah, I have a book about this thick that tracks every season so far of TSW Wrestling. That's how we know what the records are. These two are scary, though.
Come on, let's go! All right, that's it.
Now remember, these guys, part of the Fiend's faction, when the Fiend showed up, all of a sudden, where these guys weren't having success before, they started having success. Since the Fiend has showed up, they have not been beat. They have been the TSW World Tag Team Champions. They've got those glowing ambulance around their necks. We still don't know exactly what it means, but we do know that it's got to be some kind of power, because they went from not winning to not losing overnight. The only thing I can't figure out is why the announcer is not announcing, like not the announcer, but the ring announcer. Why isn't he announcing like he normally does? I have to investigate this. It's weird. I have to check some setting things here in a minute. But after this match, so not normal It is not normal, but this is the second time tonight we have seen this. Brute has always started their matches, but tonight Walter's starting it, going up against Bama. And if you remember from their last meeting, Bama was actually on top of things. Now, it's kind of started out like this, but eventually Bama got rolling, because if you look at Night Violator, you look at Walter, you look at Brute, very, very big guys. Bama, by far the smallest wrestler in that ring. Matter of fact, Bama is just bigger than the referee. Not saying the ref's small, but I'm saying everybody looks small compared to these guys. So this is probably the matchup that you would want. You would want Night Violator face up against Walter if I had a choice, and have Bama face up against Brute. Bama is going to have to use his speed. Huge clothesline, rolls the leg, gets a 1 count. Thought that might have went a little bit different, even caught me off guard. Can't imagine what it did to Walter. But now Bama has got to keep Night Violator, and I just noticed part of the problem with some things. Hold on 1 second. We have got to fix this. I'm going to try something different here. I'm going to try this over there. My face is in the way of the big guys. Got to get my face out of the way. So Walter, now you've already had Bama tag out, tag back in. Brute getting in the ring for the first time. Bama, see, this is what I was talking about. This is why you want probably these two guys matched up the way they're matched up. As long as Bama can use his speed, Brute's not quite as big as Walter is, so it's like his best shot. But now a 1 count, and wisely, this would be the other thing. If you've got somebody that's a little off kilter, yeah, let them do the thing, but then get them in and out, quick tags. Oh, crazy move. Crazy move there. He just kind of did them like your daddy used to do. You put the hands between the legs, pull him up. Night Violator probably doesn't have that happen to him very often. Probably hasn't had it happen to him since he was only a few months old, because if you look at the size of these guys, I can't imagine their parents were able to pick them up for very long anyway. Now, kind of wisely, Night Violator gets him out, and not just out of the ring, but gets him out of the ring and on his side, on their side of the ring, to try to control the action a lot better. Now, the falls are going to count, which is why the referee got out of the match. It's just going to be harder. I would try to keep him out there. It's just going to be harder for Brute to try to get over and break anything up. Thing is, you got to stay in control. Oh, big uppercut. We saw one of those from Scott Steiner earlier. And then just being a good friend, trimming the fingernails of Night Violator and getting him back into the ring. Brute now getting tagged in. If I was Violator, I would have walked over and got Bama tagged back in. Now, just like a champ, Night Violator took that uppercut, but it didn't do what Brute thought it was going to do. Brute probably thought it was going to take him off his feet, and it did not. Little skull-crushing move going on here, but I don't know. This skull might be too big, and now gets Bama tagged back in. That's the other thing. If you've got, like, Brute tagged up against Night Violator, or going up against Night Violator, Brute's a little faster than Walter. Meaning that Night Violator is slower than Bama. You see what I'm saying? So This is probably the best matchup, but you can't be getting powerbombed. 2. And Bama kicks out in 2. Bama, though, needs to get this turned around. He will not be able to take many more of these higher impact moves. And that is a long way to go down. 7 feet from inside the ring to outside the ring, and now Brute staying on top of Bama. Remember, these guys have not been beaten since they had the title belts put on them. It's been a minute. Bama, big DDT getting that turned back around. And while I said I would want to stay on the outside, that's exactly what I would do. They are on the wrong part of the outside. Now, Brute trying to get the emergency tag, dives, gets Walter tagged in. Bama now quickly onto Walter, gets him into the corner. And if you're Bama, you have got to use every single inch of this ring and use it against Walter. Don't let him get his paws on you. The big guy gets his paws on you, it's going to be trouble. There we go. Did exactly what he needed to do. Got Walter off his feet. Get Night Violator in. Let Night Violator get to work, but stay in control of the match. So he missed him the one time. Big knife edge chop right there. Thought Night Violator might have been trying to go for his finishing move, but doesn't. There we go. I mean, I'm liking the strategy. In and out, in and out. Don't let Walter right now. Walter seems to be on the losing end of some 6. Don't let Walter out of this match right now. 1, 2, and 2 3/4. I was going to count 3. I didn't think it would be that close. Walter now getting back to his feet, and this might be a mistake. No, Night Violator quickly gets in the ring to stay in control. Well, let's be honest, as quickly could be for a guy that big. Throws him out, throws him in. Walter now. And see, that's where the mistake happens. But here we go. Oh, thought he was going to get put in the violation, but doesn't. And gets a big backbreaker from Brute. Big backbreaker from Brute. Man, say that 16 times fast. And Brute, getting that apron used against him. Night Violator's like, oh, you want to be on the ground? He'll get after it. Big sit down right on the chest. I would tell you what, if Frankie Two Fingers was in that ring right now, that's it. I'm done. I tell Mick to throw in the towel. Throw in the towel, Mickey. He's killing them out there. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not doing what Rocky did. Don't throw in the towel, Rock. Nope, throw in the towel. Night Violator staying in control, and it's kind of interesting because Brute does have some speed on him and thought he might have got things turned back around. But now puts Bama in a really good position. Is he going to go for the pin? No, apparently he jumped in, showed him the one move, said, look, that's what I could do. I'm going to let my partner get back in on this. Remember, this is where Night Violator almost messed up with Walter, but luckily Walter missed the move and doing the exact same thing again. But this time Brute not trying to get over to his corner, and now Violator setting up for the violation. Is he going to be able to get it in? If he does, it could be over. Rolls up the leg. 1, 2, 3.
Champion has been eliminated.
And if you didn't know, you do now. This is a tag team elimination match to win these titles. So we don't have brand new titles yet, but they are one step away from winning the TSW World Tag Team Championships. Tag team elimination match. Walter now versus 2. It's 1v2 in the dark zone. Oh, no. Nope. I'm out. I'm out. No way. 400 pounds doing that? Mm-mm. Beard not even falling down. Beard standing up at attention. I'm out. I'm gone. Bama, you'd be lucky Frankie Two Fingers isn't your partner, so I'd be gone. There it is. Sister Abigail. Here we go. Splits Night Violator open. Is Bama going to get in? No. Night Violator kicks out, but if I was Night Violator, I'd be like, Bama, where you at? Little help here, bud. Oh, this is Walter's finishing move. It is not the Sister Abigail. Gets him over in the corner, and what big butt goes up? One big butt's got to come down. And there it is. 1, 2. And Bama gets in that time, breaks it up. Walter fighting Bama right now, but Bama's kind of doing his job, giving Night Violator a chance to recover. Now rolls out. Was it enough? It was. Violator gets it turned back around, brings him up. Big power bomb. Did they just win the championship too? And kicks out in 2. This is the closest they have come. Violator once again setting up for the violation. Is he going to get it in? If he does, you got to believe it's over unless Walter can get up in the ropes. 1, 2, 3. And we have, for the first time in a while, brand new World TSW Champions. Man.
Are your winners, the Faces of Fear.
That is crazy. So they used to be known as the Corporation. GC Rock has actually left TSW Wrestling brand and now wrestles for Wednesday Night Raw. And they have rebranded themselves as the Faces of Fear, which, hey, don't get me wrong, you look at that, like, I gotta believe I believe them. Holy cow, what a crazy crazy couple of matches, really. Whew. Now we're going to have Grady, Strudel, Sentinel, Digital Dogs, ScJumpman, and Paul, all a part of the TSW brand now of wrestling off in a 6-man elimination match. Winner will get a shot at the world title in the very next TSW Wrestling brand episode. Hey, it's possible. Who knows what goes on, Zach? Who knows what goes on? Man. Crazy. Normally I got water here. We're doing it without water. That's how excited we were. Missed a whole bunch of stuff. What we might end up doing is going and getting some water. Well, these guys, that's exactly what we're going to do. My throat needs it. So while these guys are making their way down to the ring, I'm going to get some water so we can make sure we finish this out. Digital dogs, holy cow, that entrance freaks me out every time. Freaky. Did the old Dirty Santa at work today. I got a calendar of dogs pooping. 16 months worth of dogs in the pooping position. Then taking pictures. Thanks, guys. Thanks, work. So another very interesting development is the Power Trip no longer has Recon Delta in it. At least not on the same show. Now, I don't know if they're still together, if they're what the deal is, but I know Recon Delta now is on Wednesday Night Raw. The rest of the Power Trip is here on TSW Monday Night Meltdown. So, there's that. What does that mean? Like, we don't know, but it has been a minute since we have seen Strudel wrestle in a singles competition. That's what I'm saying. I was good. So my plan was there was a person, and they kept getting done the dirtiest, right? Everybody kept stealing their gift, and it was alcohol, and they kept getting their alcohol stole. So what I was going to do was steal the alcohol, right? So I'm going to do the last thing, steal the alcohol. Then at the end, give that person the alcohol, and then they can keep whatever present they have. Like, I don't need the presents, right? So, didn't work out that way. Ended up with this damn dog calendar. So I hung it in my office. Well, you know me. Bourbon. It would be bourbon. I don't really drink beer anymore. I don't even know the last time I had a beer. We're going to check something real quick, because this is blowing my mind. As soon as we can, right before this match starts, we're going to check the settings. I don't know why the announcer isn't announcing the names anymore. It doesn't make any sense. He should be announcing the names. Be one of those things where I made that news broadcast and I kind of did something so that I could make sure it wasn't recording, and then ipso facto, presto changeo, that's what goes on. Hey, what's going on, Dave? Welcome to the stream, brother. I saw you when it came in. So, slightly new look for Grady. Is that going to change Grady's luck these past couple matches? Don't know. Not so much face paint anymore. Maybe that was slowing him down. More of the red, white, and blue, not red, white, blue, and black in the cape. Is that going to matter? I don't know. We're going to find out, though. We are going to mess around and find out right now. So does Grady work his way into the World Championship picture? Does ScJumpman work his way? Does Sentinel work his way into the title picture? Like, don't know, but that's the kind of stuff I'm most excited about with some of these changes. What is going on, Jane? Welcome to the stream. Jane also going to be on Wednesday Night Raw. So Paul now making his way down to the ring. Is Paul in the chat? It is funny, Paul, make no mistake about it, is one of the big men in TSW Wrestling. But could be the smallest big man that we have. Which wasn't intentional, but then when you see him up against some of the other wrestlers, very, very interesting. Yeah, Paul is in the chat. So what's funny, you kind of think, you're like, okay, Paul, about the size of these other guys. You watch how most people handle Digital, the guy in the red, right? Only Paul can really pick him up and manhandle him. Nobody else in the ring can do it. That's another one. So it's no mistake that these 6 wrestlers are in the ring right now. These are kind of your up-and-coming wrestlers. This is like the next tier. These guys are getting their shot right now to prove what they got. And do they deserve a shot at the world title? That's what's on the line right now. That is the emblem from Ghost Recon. So Sentinel and Digital have been going at it. And if I was Grady and I was Sentinel, I would be double teaming Digital right now. I would be worried about nothing else. Let Strudel and Paul go at it, right? But if I was the other 3, I would be trying to get Digital out right now. But that is not how this is going. So Grady comes up, tries to get Strudel, gets him on the ground. Strudel reverses it back around, though, almost forgets about Paul. And Paul just put on brass knuckles, brought him from outside of his thing, and hits Digital Dog right in the old melon. Gave him the old melon baller right there. Grady now rolls up the leg, and I am shocked. That might have been it. Had Paul hit somebody else with that move, that might have very well been it. But Paul never got a chance to finish what he started, because as soon as he knew what was going on, the next thing you know, he hits Digital, and then Strudel's on him right away. Gets in a 1 count, Grady going for a ride. Don't know if he paid for it or not. But just got a free fare from way up here to way down there. ScJumpman kind of chilling in the ring right now. Strudel tried to play it up to the crowd. Digital not having it. Says, if you're in this ring, it's go time. And now Digital Dog just starting to clear the ring of all the wrestlers. Oh, count. Oh, that would have been the stuff right there. And there it is, the tasty pastry put on Paul, rolls up the leg. 1, 2. And only a 2 count. Strudel snuck in the old tasty pastry. Paul didn't see it coming and almost had his night ended right there. Now Grady gets jumping some weird kind of maneuver. Jump rolls out of the ring. big right hand. Misses Paul, though, and lands it right on Strudel's scunion. Digital now doing a little skull compression to Sentinel. What a good friend that is. It's like, if you have a headache, I can help out. Sentinel, though, does enough. Had enough. Big boot. Is Sentinel going to get pinned? Digital setting up for his finishing move. Here it comes. Chokeslam from hell, but look at Sentinel fight out of that. ScJumpman getting back to his feet. Referee way out of position. Paul tries to pin Grady. Gets a 2.5 count. Strudel sees jump coming and goes and meets him at the pass. Now Sentinel rolls up the leg of Digital.
A competitor has been eliminated.
And Sentinel eliminates Digital, so maybe Digital not ready to be in the world title picture just yet. Sentinel gets Grady up in that crazy position. Sentinel really, I think he's the only one that does that move, or that we've seen do that move. And now they get Grady out of the ring, but now Sentinel working on Paul. Strudel has jump in a crossface on the outside of the ring over there. Referee right on top of it. Finally, Strudel lets jump up. Rolls up the leg instead. 1, 2. And only a 2 count. Sentinel has Paul pinned. Grady trying to get back to his feet. Referee just running around all willy-nilly. And Sentinel is on another level right now. He so far, and I don't want to jinx him. I'm not going to jinx him. Sentinel now going up against Grady. Strudel again. I know. Here we go. Sentinel's finishing move. Will the referee be in position, though? 1, 2, 3. And Sentinel eliminates jump. Referee goes to call him out. Sees Grady pinned now. 2, 3. And Sentinel on another level. Like you gave him, like he's probably still pissed about the Hunter belt. Hands down, Sentinel's favorite belt. Had the one, ducks around. Strudel, though, throws Sentinel back in the ring. Sentinel back up quick. Thought he had time to play it up to the crowd. Strudel's got other ideas. Strudel sitting on hashtag green means go. And now Strudel setting up for it. The tasty pastry. Is he going to hit him with it? Does. Is he going to get the little cherry sprinkle on top? 1, 2. And kicks out in 2. Holy Moses. I'm going to tell you what, that's a powerful finishing move Sentinel's got. That whole cross-arm powerbomb thing, that is crazy. Guys, come up with a finishing name for Sentinel, for Sentinel's powerbomb. That's what we need. Turn Strudel around. Rolls up the leg. 1, 2. Oh. Hey, Merry Christmas to you too, Smoky Mountain Wrestling. How's it going, brother? And Sentinel with a weird pin mover, but only a 1 count. Like, he looked to the crowd like he couldn't believe it, but I bet you he could believe it. Oh! I don't know if you realize Strudel had just gone to hit him with the tasty pastry again, and Sentinel caught him before he could get that move in. That would have ended it right there. Strudel would have won that match. No doubt about it. Sentinel now gets him up. Powerbomb Strudel to the outside. Is he going to stay on top of him? Is he going to go for the pin? He does go for the pin. Referee just say, whatever, guy. And Sentinel becomes your brand new #1 contender, and Sentinel eliminated all the competitors but one.
Here is your winner, the Blueprint, Big Sinister.
Man, it's almost like you put more people in the arena. Now some different people are starting to step up. Is this going to be the beginning of Sentinel's reign as the world champion? Don't know. We're about to find out tonight who that world champion is going to be. It's been Robbo. If he wins tonight, we'll tie the record. If he ties the record, does that bring Totes and Rowdy back? We've done it every other time, but would that bring them back, or are they going to let it go? Will Sentinel be the one that gets the very next shot at trying to stop Robbo from becoming the sole owner of that? But look, first, we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves, because first, Robbo's got to win tonight. And he's got a tough task in fighting the Fiend. So, that's coming up. The world title for the women is on the line tonight, because remember, the New World Order is going to be a part of Monday Night Raw as well. So, both world champions right now in TSW are not going to be in TSW. So they will fight every single Monday Night Meltdown until they lose the title belts. But before we get to that, we haven't got to see Pony for a minute. But Pony is going to get his shot at the former TSW television title champion. Now, of course, that belt has become suspended. It is now defunct once the merger happened. But this would go a long way for both competitors. The Silver and Black Knight and his brand new tag team partner, Cameron Barton, will be making their way out to the ring next. Or maybe is this going to be the start of Pony's elevation through the ranks? One of them's going to start elevating. One of them's probably going to get staggered by this match. So, which one moves forward? Which one gets stuck? About to find out. And I forgot to check on the settings again. So, of course, the announcer, the ring announcer, not making the calls. So brand new looks for Cameron Barton, and slightly different look for Silver and Black Knight. I know what Angel's going to say when he sees this, though. But this is where the Silver and Black Knight got his name from. So, real quick, we are going to check the settings as soon, right before these guys get it on, so we can see in the sound settings if I did something that I shouldn't have done. So let's just look at this real quick. Maybe in options, presentation options, gameplay. Presentation. Not in there. Yeah, well, I don't know. I'll have to check that out afterwards, apparently. But for right now, here we go. Pony, Silver Black Knight, getting it on. Coming up, remember, we have the women's world title on the line. We have the men's world title on the line. And we also have another member. Yowie. We have another member of American Alpha. Simba and Cecil Davis squaring off tonight as well. So, a lot of great wrestling left. You're not going to want to miss it. Silver Black Knight, though, since he went on, ended up pinning The Undertaker in a match. When you remember, TSW faced off in that pay-per-view against each other. Ended up winning against The Undertaker, then comes back onto TSW Wrestling and immediately wins the television title. Then the merger happens. Ipso facto, presto changeo, the belt becomes suspended and gets stripped of it. However, that doesn't change the role he's been on. So this isn't going to be an easy match for anybody. But tonight, it's not going to be an easy match for Pony. Pony, however, that's another move. I'd be done. I'd be like, nope. He's right now he's unstoppable. We'll have to see. Then again, it is any given Monday, Sunday, Wednesday, Friday. Like, that's why we got to wrestle the matches. Computer controls these guys. Holy Moses. The Knight is saying, like, look, ref, I just did the whoop, whoop. Come on. You got to count a little bit faster than that. Pony's like, hey, maybe we slow down the count a little bit. And now he's calling for it. Hits him with the finisher. Now rolls up the leg. 1, 2, 3. And the Silver and Black Knight remains on a crash course with possibly the world title, but definitely the European Championship belt. There we go. A little bit of respect right there. Now, was that something to maybe get Pony to come over to the dark side? Maybe Pony joins in alliance with Cameron and the Silver and Black Knight. Maybe that's what that was all about. Don't know what they were talking about, but that could very well be what happens next. So, here we go. Leader of the NWO, Heather Dozier, sitting on your right side, will face off against two-time former Women's World Champion in TSW, Witcher. Now, one thing I thought was kind of interesting, all these people have talked about Witcher wanting to put her bike up on the line. She hasn't done it yet. It's not on the line in this match either, but I'm just saying. Hasn't done it yet, so something maybe to keep an eye on. But yeah, the last three matches, there's going to be Witcher from American Alpha, Simba, Grady's tag team partner from American Alpha.
The following contest is a Falls Count Anywhere match and is for the Women's World Championship.
I wonder if he's going to keep announcing. Milkman, what is going on? Welcome to the stream, brother. So Witcher making her way down to the ring. Apparently, the ring announcer said one thing and was like, "It's all they paid me for tonight. I'm back out." He's been out all night, but he's back out again. So we got to figure out what the setting is that I messed up. But brand new arena, brand new TSW Monday Night Meltdown arena since the merger with the WWE. Now, Ken Witcher, who is a current member in the TSW Wrestling brand, can she bring back the world title? Remember, the NWO now is a part of the Raw brand and currently hold the TSW World Championship. Now, the championship belt can only be fought for on TSW. It's not like they can take it to another brand. But can Witcher bring home the title tonight? Or will Heather win this match and have the second longest reign as the world champion? New world order. Or life. That's what's playing in the background. I know we all can't hear it, but just so you know, it is playing. So Heather making her way down to the ring, and it was kind of crazy how she ends up with the world title. Was struggling a little bit in some matches, then all of a sudden wins the world title and starts completely dominating the women's division. Makes no sense, but so again, that's why we have to play out the matches. So, newly designed Women's World Championship. We've seen it before, but I'd just like to point it out. Has been recently redesigned. So, you've got two different kind of wrestlers. You got Heather that's going to come in with the H-bomb, which is a high impact, DDT, swinging DDT to the head that has put down a lot of wrestlers. And you have Witcher, who has a lot of
challenger from Arlington, Texas, the Witch. And introducing the champion from Huntsville, Alabama. She's the Women's World Champion, Heather D.
Shocking. I'm shocked that the guy started doing his job. But then you have Witcher, who has a submission finishing move. Is she going to win in a submission? Don't know. We're about to find out, though. One thing we do know, this is about to be a brawl. Okay, that's interesting. That is interesting. We'll have to see. Right now, we have 0 spots. That's why I'm saying, just got to show up a couple times. Be a part of the community, and I will find a way to get you in the game. There it is. That is a big maneuver. High impact to the back of the head. And if you notice, most of Witcher's moves are going to be to the head. Now rolls her over. 1, 2. It is kind of funny, like just quick little side editor's note. Ever since I added Sub-Zero, Sub-Zero has not showed up to even see his guys. So Sub-Zero might be the next out the door. Problem is, I kind of like the character, so I don't know. We'll have to see. Have to see how that all goes. Heather now getting it turned back around. Kind of survived what Witcher was doing in the beginning, and now dishing out some punishment of her own. Heather taking it to the top rope. Big frog splash. And then laying the boots. Witcher gets back, though. Takes the boot right upside Heather's head. Heather, though, makes it back to her feet and says, maybe nothing. She misses the punch. And Witcher comes down on top. Double overhead axe handle right to the top. And here it is. Oh, no. We have seen her win on this move, though. That wasn't it. It looks very similar. 2.5, and that happened really quick. Witcher can't hardly believe it, but I was going to say, had Heather not grabbed that leg, typically the next move is the Witch's Brew by Witcher. And now pile driver 2. And a 2 count. These two are going after it, which makes me believe we did pick the right two to fight for this world championship. Elbow on top of the head. Heather saying, hey, typical NWO stuff. Typical NWO stuff. Playing up to the crowd. Witcher now getting it turned back around. Pretty sure, though, that Witch's Brew is just sitting there waiting to happen. Gets her into a little bit of a reverse armbar. Heather not close enough to the ropes to reach out, but Witcher lets her up. Rolls her over, goes for the pin. 1, 2. And again, a 2.5 count. Kind of expected that. I would have been shocked if it was a 3. Big elbow right to the solar plexus. Picks her back up. Heather blocks it again. Oh, and here it is. The H-bomb. Gets it on top of her, pulls her leg out of the ropes. And almost steals a win right there. NWO leader not happy. Crowd digging it, saying this is wrestling. And I got to tell you, I'm with them. This is one heck of a match going on right now. High impact moves going back and forth. No one wrestler maintaining control of this match for too long. Misses the knee. Heather blocks it. Flips it around and whips her into the corner now. Gets on her. Rolls the leg one more time. 1, 2. And just a 2 count. Heather's like, come on. Witcher looked like Witcher played a little possum there. Gets Heather back up, whips her into the ropes. And is she going to walk it up? And she is one on this move too. Gets her. Doesn't go for the pin though. Kind of shocking. And there it is. Here it is. The Witch's Brew is Heather. Looks like her foot's in the rope. Referee doesn't see it. Is Heather going to tap out? Will we have a brand new champion? We don't. Well, we didn't. Rolls the leg. 1, 2, 3. And we do have a brand new TSW Women's World Champion.
Here is your winner and new Women's World Champion, The Witch.
Witcher of American Alpha bringing home the Women's World title and returning the world title to a TSW Wrestling superstar. So here we go, second to last match of the night. Cecil Davis, one of the greatest hardcore champions and was one of the better intercontinental champions until that title got suspended and it got turned in to the Triple Crown, which now appears on the Raw brand. The U.S. title belt, Triple Crown, now appears on the SmackDown brand, and the European men's and women's championships now appear on the TSW brand. Those title belts are only going to be defended on those shows, or in a pay-per-view. However, Simba and Cecil have had a little bit of beef. They've been jawing back and forth a little bit on the old Twitter accounts. So here tonight, Commissioner Penny has decided to put these two in the ring and let them fight out their differences. So who's going to come out on top? The Hit Squad? American Alpha. American Alpha has brought home a brand new title belt tonight. So, not having quite a bad night. Grady didn't become the number one contender, but they have won a world championship. 6 in one, half a dozen in the other. And there it is, the brand new TSW Men's European Championship being brought down to the ring by Cecil. The title belt not on the line in this match, but could it be? Some other very, very exciting news. Our very next pay-per-view event, you've asked for it, you're going to get it, is going to be the Royal Rumble, and will include Raw, SmackDown, and TSW. So 30-man Royal Rumble for the men, 30-man Royal Rumble for the women. Winner getting a shot at the Universal title at WrestleMania. Kind of interesting. Tonight, we know Simba's got a new look. However, going back to his original look in this one-on-one competition, not a lot of one-on-one matches have been going on lately because Grady and Simba have been going after some title belts. But tonight, both of them have had singles matches. Will Simba walk away with the little, I don't know, maybe point proven against Cecil? Who's going to be right in the Twitterverse? That's what we're going to find out right now. Oh, King Simba. Right after this will be the main event of the evening. Robbo will be going to tie the world record for 6 title defenses in a row, and he'll be trying to do that against the Fiend. Wait, what? Wait, what's going on here? Kempty has made his way down to the ring, says, okay, let's go. Interesting. Hit Squad member makes his way down to the ring. Not really sure what that means. Why didn't he just come out with them in the entrance? Something we are going to definitely keep our eye on. How is Kempty going to play a role in this match? And normally I would just say, obviously he's down here for Cecil, but now I'm starting to wonder if he was down here for Cecil, why didn't he just walk out with them? Still, if I'm Simba, I got my head on a swivel. Did maybe he just do it so Grady wouldn't make his way down to the ring? Maybe if Grady saw Kempty coming down to the ring with them, maybe then Grady comes down to the ring. So maybe that's what's going on. Who knows? It's something we're going to keep our eye on. Simba, Cecil going back and forth. Simba now takes it up to the second rope. Jumps. Big, big drop kick. Cecil trying to get back to his feet. Simba giving him some help. Knocks him into the corner. And now whips him. Oh, gives him the elbow. Rolls up the leg. 1. And only a 1 count. Now remember, Cecil and Kempty used to be members of the New World Order, but I do have it on good authority that while the New World Order is all going to the Raw brand, Cecil and Kempty are TSW wrestlers, so they will be staying with the TSW brand. American Alpha staying with the TSW brand. So obviously the Universal titles, oh, big kick, and we have seen Cecil win many matches on this move. Oh, 2.5. And he does that move out of nowhere. Like, we're talking about one thing, don't even know what's going on, then pop. He'll get you with it. Cecil now trying to get Simba in a maneuver off the top rope. He climbs up the ropes now. Is Simba going to be able to block it? Oh, looks like he does. Pushes him off. Can he take advantage? Big elbow. Goes now, rolls the leg. Referee, 1, 2. Not even a 2 count. What is going on, Rowdy? Welcome to the stream, brother. Well, we are almost down to the end. There it is, the breach. 2 3/4. Cecil can't believe it. So now Cecil has hit Simba with the big kick. He's hit him with the breach. Simba, though, still kicking out of it. Grady likes to say, are you alpha enough? And apparently right now, Simba is. Reverses it around. Reverse DDT. Kind of like a different version, not as impactful, but a different version of the Scorpion Death Drop. And knee right to the face. Thought he might have gone for the pin. Doesn't. And Cecil keeps the offense going. Keeps the offense going. There it is. Big kick again. Split Sentinel or Simba open. 2, 3. And it has not been America Alpha's night on the men's side, but it has been for their alliance as they bring home the women's world title.
The king of old school, Cecil Davis.
But you can definitely see why Cecil holds the second highest title belt in TSW. Oh, there you go. Cecil giving out a little ode maybe to Hulk Hogan, saying, hey, look, maybe Cecil's trying to tell you he plans on being the next biggest thing in wrestling. And now that he's on a bigger stage, maybe that's exactly what's going to happen. Hey, maybe adding one more person. Maybe that'll be what happens. Like, maybe that's how you get out of the streak. Who knows? But I will say this. It is very interesting. Why did Kempty make his way down to the ring right there? That's something we're going to have to keep our eye on. I don't think that was a coincidence. I'm betting you Penny's like sending the hook down right now going, hey, there's only so much TV time we got. See, so wrap up the victory. So here we go, main event of the evening. Robbo has dominated the entire field since winning the world title. Dominated. Can the Fiend break that tonight? Like, right now, and maybe this is part of it. Maybe they can only hold so much gold with those 3 amulets, right? Now that Brute and Walter are no longer the World Tag Team Champions, maybe that opens the door for the Fiend. Now maybe all the power starts to flow through him. He got them going, got them on the winning streaks. Now maybe things turn back around for the Fiend, and maybe some of that comes back inward. Maybe Robbo's in some trouble, or maybe he's not. But no matter what happens, I have got to tell you, this is my favorite belt. I think it's hands down the best designed belt we've done. Just the look.
Contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the World Championship.
The Fiend not one to back down for making a crazy entrance. Now starts making his way out to the ring. And you can hear the music. Ricky. That's what you got to be scared of it. Even if you weren't scared of the Fiend, I'm like a little freaked out by his music. The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, let me in. So even the Fiend, when we did download the Fiend, right? Didn't like how it was, had to take a lot of stuff off, reconstruct them. And I do like this version of the Fiend a lot better. I think it's a little more scary than the other version. Boy, if we thought Cecil took a long time to celebrate that victory in a non-title defense match, the Fiend certainly takes his time getting down to the ring. Is it going to be worth it tonight? He starts doing this up to the screen, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, why are you doing the thing? You be putting that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't you be putting that evil on me. Yeah, I'm not letting him in either. Yeah. Like the Boogeyman. The Boogeyman used to do that. All the slimy worms. Well, now, like you would almost think he was the world champion, and maybe he will be here in a few, but the world champion will now make his way down to the ring, and like I said, he has been dominating. It's not like he oopsied some wins. He has dominated in every single match he's been in, and it hasn't even been close. If he can win tonight, he will tie Totes and Rowdy for the longest world championship winning streak. The leader of the Four Horsemen making his way down to the ring. And remember, we found out earlier tonight that the Horsemen will be taking the three of them and joining a fourth Horseman on SmackDown. So very interesting. The Horsemen will be facing off against the likes of the Bloodline on the SmackDown brand. Ricky. Yes, that is. Robbo, though, does not appear to be intimidated at all by all the shenanigans that the Fiend has done, making his way down to the ring. Frankie Two Fingers freaked out, not having any part of it. Robbo, on the other hand, the TSW World Champion, not having it, does not look scared at all.
From parts unknown, weighing in at 360 pounds, Bray Wyatt. And introducing the champion from Wolverhampton, England, Weighing in at 241 pounds, he is the World Champion,
Robbo giving up 119 pounds to the challenger. But it's not like it's something he hasn't done before. Will he be able to walk away with the championship belt tonight? Will he delay his own arrival to SmackDown? If he wins, will Rowdy face off against a current member of the Horsemen, the enforcer of the Horsemen? Will he end up facing off against the leader of the Horsemen and Totes Magoats? Will they be able to stop the role Robbo's been on, or does it all end here tonight with the Fiend? All that and more coming up next. All that and more coming up right now. It is right in the middle of it. Fiend kind of got off to a start. Robbo gets it turned back around, though. And that has been kind of the theme. Now, we have seen Robbo win on that move. Kind of like it's not, but it's kind of like the Witch's Brew, which then makes you kind of wonder if Robbo and Witcher have been trading, like, wrestling recipe secrets. Don't know, but he goes for the big headbutt, misses the headbutt, recovers first anyway, and now Bray Wyatt on top. But look, I don't think the Fiend expected Robbo to recover that soon, and yet he did. Looks like he's trying to take off his mask. Instead, just settles for a little side suplex there. Robbo letting the crowd know, hey, I am firmly in control of what is going on. Here's one elbow, two elbows, and then the Fiend finally catches that second foot. But Robbo, for a little bit, doing that anywhere offense, and the Fiend, look, just being a good teammate. Starts trimming the nails of Robbo for him. You know what I mean? Good teammate. Good stuff there. The Fiend trying to let it fly. Gets him in an armbar, but Robbo fights through. Went down to a knee, but gets back to his feet. But the Fiend not having it. Now, that's something, and that's something right there. That's something that has been going on. Every time somebody gets something reversed on Robbo, Robbo quickly reverses it back around. So far, the Fiend having a little bit more success tonight against Robbo than others have in the past. Can he parlay that into putting together enough offense to bring home the World Championship? No. Don't do it. 360 pounds of weird coming at you right now. Robbo, run! Robbo didn't even see it. He's probably lucky. If he saw it, he'd be freaked out. He'd be out of there. He gone. Robbo now trying to get to his feet. Sister Abigail being delivered on top of Robbo. Is the Fiend going to go for the pin? Does. 1, 2. And you can see Robbo grab the rope. The referee didn't count it and counts the 1, 2, 3 that goes to the Fiend.
Here is your winner and new World Champion, Bray Wyatt.
Is Penny going to let that win stand? That's the question. Now, what's odd, it's almost in her best interest because at least Bray Wyatt, the Fiend, is a member of TSW Wrestling, where Robbo isn't. Well, isn't anymore. Now a member of the SmackDown brand. So, man, what a crazy match. Robbo reaches out, grabs the rope. Should have been a rope break. Wasn't. But you see who's got the World Championship belt hauled high up in the air. It is the Fiend. So, guys, from all of you out there and all of us here, just want to wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We're going to be doing that at the end of all of this stuff, but who knows when the last stream of the year is going to be? I don't. Could be this one. Well, it's definitely not this one, but this might, anyway, you know what I'm saying. Appreciate everything you guys do. Guys, remember, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time we go live. It is absolutely free to hit that subscribe button. So just push it. Boop, boop, doop, boop, 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 boop. Don't hit it a bunch of times. Only hit it one time. Otherwise, you subscribe, unsubscribe, subscribe, unsubscribe. It gets weird. It just gets weird. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for us here. We will catch all of you in the next one. Peace.